Hello and welcome to another episode of Kia Electric News. Earlier in the week I did videos on electric vehicle fires and also a follow-up to the August EU Maps and Infotainment, where I discuss other changes that have been found. Links to both of these can be found above. Following on from the EV fires video, Hyundai and Kia made more announcements. Hyundai Motor and Kia unveiled battery technology BMS Zero Electric Fires. That article appeared in Korean website ET News. ET News says this: Hyundai Motor and Kia unveiled the battery management system, a core technology responsible for electric vehicle safety, on 15th of August. But we already have one, you say. I think maybe parts of this story are lost in translation, but I'll continue. BMS is the brain that manages and protects the battery as a whole, and is also responsible for providing the control information necessary for electric vehicles to use the battery. This means supervising batteries that store high energy. One of the main roles of BMS is the precise battery system monitoring function that ensures the battery operates stably. Monitoring items include voltage deviation, insulation resistance, current voltage change, temperature over voltage, under voltage, etc. When BMS detects signs of battery abnormality, it immediately determines the risk level and performs vehicle safety control. Anomaly sign data is transmitted to the remote support center, and then text messages are automatically sent to customers informing them of stock inspection and emergency dispatch. I think this is lost in translation a bit. Recently released vehicles have also added a function to detect momentary or micro short circuits, which can detect potential defects even days or weeks ago. That'll be the EV9 and the EV3, I would guess. Hyundai Motor and Kia are also planning to develop a system that automatically notifies relevant agencies if a serious problem is determined to have occurred. In addition, an onboard cloud integrated safety management system that utilizes cutting-edge diagnostic technology and cloud server-based remote precision diagnosis is also being developed. Another key role of the BMS is to prevent battery overcharging in 3 stages. A multi-safety system is applied to block overcharging in 3 stages through intensive monitoring of the charging status and close cooperative control with the charging controller. Hyundai and Kia said to date there has not been a single fire caused by overcharging amongst our electric vehicles, and the possibility of problems due to overcharging is close to 0%. But the elephant in the room is the EV6 fire from last week whilst charging in my EV fire video. So go figure. Battery fires can occur for a variety of reasons, but most of them are caused by defective cells themselves or short circuits caused by shock. BMS also has cell balancing technology that comprehensively manages the cells inside the battery to maintain optimal durability and performance. An official from Hyundai Motor and Kia said, Hyundai Motor Group's electric vehicles are equipped with a comprehensive range of safety technologies developed by our research and development staff based on the technology and know-how accumulated over the years. Adding, we are working hard to develop new safety technologies so that customers can ride electric vehicles with peace of mind. Following on from that story, KD Global published this follow-up story. They say this: Hyundai Motor Group plans to install its battery management system, BMS, on all electric vehicles to revive sales of the clean vehicles by alleviating safety concerns boosted after a fire of Mercedes-Benz electric sedan. The 2 largest South Korean automakers are set to provide the service to existing EVs sequentially after developing technology which can install the BMS through updates by the end of the year. Hyundai and Kia aim to restore consumer confidence even at risk by announcing to plan to prevent fire with BMS technology, said a South Korean auto industry source. The current BMS can prevent fire caused by overcharging in advance, said a Hyundai Motor Group official. Overcharging is regarded as a cause of EV fire, prompting some South Korean local authorities such as the Seoul Metropolitan Government to seek to ban charging EVs more than 90%. Although the Mercedes fire earlier this month may have been caused by a micro short circuit due to external shocks, industry sources said. So, does this maybe mean we will get a future global BMS update on all of our vehicles? It's not 100% clear from the statements in these articles. It will definitely appear in newer models like the EV9 and EV3, and probably the facelifted EV6. I do hope we get it though, even though it will mean a trip to the dealer for older models. The one flaw I can see in the monitoring is when the car is actually turned off. To monitor will require constant use of a 12-volt battery, or to keep the 12-volt battery topped up, it requires charging from the traction battery, which would have a small impact on range. So we shall see. In the comments to my EV5 video, several mention what is the point of limiting percentage state of charge to 90%, and that's a good question. The Hyundai group cars already have a top and bottom buffer, so is this a bit of a safety theatre? This was only suggested for charging in underground car parks, by the way, anyway. Now for some Kia EV3 news. Earlier this week I stumbled upon the Kia UK EV3 Configurator. This is not available directly on the main website yet, and I don't know how I found it, but it's quite evident that it's still being worked on. It currently charges you for the free base paint colour, which is incorrect as far as I know. It also has a 3D visualizer where you can choose colours and trims, but I'm not sure that colour is orange though. I actually found a way to get to this page by doing the following, but I'll also put a link in the description. Select new cars, it still says EV3 coming soon. Select Nero, then build button and change filter to hybrid and electric, and then press EV3, and that's how you get to it. From the comments from last week, someone sent me a link to this Korean EV3 video that discusses road noise. It's in Korean but has English subtitles, which you may have to turn on. YouTube channel Just POV also did this EV3 GT Line night drive video for those that are interested. Inside EVs says that Korean publication Newsys, citing industry sources, is reporting that production version of the Ioniq 9 may debut at the Los Angeles Auto Show, which is November the 22nd to December the 1st, later this year. The report says the EV4 could also arrive the following spring. The EV4 date I think I've already mentioned before in previous news episodes, so that's probably a well-known fact. Meanwhile, Korean car blog has shown new spy images of the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 9 spied inside and out. KCB says this reveals the full production lighting along with a good look at the interior. We managed to get some great looks at the Ioniq 9's interior with shots from both the driver and passenger sides. We see a large landscape screen expanse which contains the driver's instrumentation and then flows to the centre stack for the infotainment display. Sleek HVAC vents stretch horizontally along the dash atop a row of buttons which will handle the audio for all 3 rows of seating. Capacitive touch icons sit at the bottom of the stack to handle the HVAC settings with large temperature dials at the outer edges. We see a very unique door handle design, comprehensive steering wheel controls and some curious switchgear to the right of the steering wheel and around the centre armrest. Hyundai's take on the new Ioniq's interior certainly seems to be forward looking. Now for some Hyundai Inster Casper news. Car Scene Korea this week did a Casper Inster walk around where he looked at details like roof bars and other details you don't see anywhere else. A link is above. Inside EVs reports that you can now purchase a power boost for your Kia EV9 in the US. For a $900 one-time fee, not even a monthly or yearly subscription, this option adds some serious power to the EV9. Basically, when you download this feature using the Kia Connect app, your EV9, provided it's a wind or land trim, sees a bump in overall torque from 443 pounds per foot to 516 pounds per foot. That's a serious bump. Kia claims it means the EV9's 0 to 60 time drops from 5.7 seconds to a legitimately quick 5 seconds. I personally do not see this feature coming to the UK unless some mechanism is put in place to change registration info and insurance automatically, since this would constitute a vehicle modification and invalidate your insurance. Anyway, we shall see. Hyundai Motor America has identified a software-based issue affecting a small number of 2024 and 2025 model year GB60 and GB80 sports utility vehicles. Due to incorrect rear-view camera software logic, the rear-view camera display may switch to a different screen. This unwanted switch happens only when reverse is engaged before the infotainment unit fully initializes and the vehicle is reversed at speeds higher than 6 miles per hour or 10 kilometers per hour. Considering that few scenarios call for 6+ miles per hour in reverse, it's easy to imagine that only a handful of dealers and owners have experienced this problem. South Korea's Hyundai Motor Company started looking into this matter on June the 12th, 2024. US-based Hyundai Motor America received video evidence of the subject condition the following month. The The video showed a GV80 at a processing centre switching to a different screen whilst in reverse at speeds higher than 6 miles an hour. The subsequent production data review potentially 477 units of the 2025 GV80, 1011 of the 2024 through 2025 Genesis GV60. Hyundai Motor America isn't aware of any crashes, injuries or worse related to the above described problem. Documents published by the NHTSA reveal March 11, 2024 to June 11, 2024 and July 22, 2023 to June 26, 2024 as the production dates for the recalled GB80 and GB60 sports utility vehicles. Dealers will be notified electronically no later than October the 5th, which is also the day the only notification letters are to be mailed out. I will put links to this recall in the show notes. A Korean car blog has shown new details about the upcoming Genesis GV90 luxury electric sports utility vehicle. According to the automotive industry, Gentherm CEO Phil Ehler recently announced in a letter to investors that Pula.a technology will debut in Genesis future full-size SUV. Established in 1991, Gentherm is a leading company specialising in car seats and medical devices. Their product lineup includes seat heating systems and battery thermal management systems. The Pula.a system designed for the GB90 employs air pressure to stimulate 14 areas along the passenger's spine. This targeted air pressure penetrates deep into body tissues in sync with the pulse, effectively alleviating pain, reducing tension and improving posture. Mass production of the GV90 is scheduled to begin in the first quarter of 2026, with the official release in Korea expected in the second quarter of the same year. That's all for this week. As usual, links to all stories and videos can be found in the show notes in the video description. Thanks for all the comments, likes and subscribes this week. Also a big thank you, as always, to my channel members for their ongoing financial support. Thank you for watching.